In our dreams and fanfictions, all couples can be possible. Even if in the comics we are still waiting for our favorite heroes to wake up and realize that their true love has been fighting alongside them this entire time. Let's talk dream ships and get counting. Number 10. Batman and Emma Frost. I love the idea of crossover ships. There is nowhere else we'll likely see these ones anytime soon other than in our imaginations. Unless Amalgam somehow comes back to life. Why do I feel like Emma Frost and Batman would be so perfect together as a ship? Because they are both very focused and determined people. Also, they are both people who understand the responsibility that comes with power. And Emma also happens to be quite good at wielding said power and also quite good at business, like Batman. Ship is a term I'm going to use a lot here, by the way, and just to explain it briefly in case anyone doesn't know what it means, ship refers to a relationship, not a boat. And to ship a couple, or when I talk about ships that exist, I'm referring to the idea of that couple together. In this case, the ship would be Batman and Emma Frost, and if I supported them together, I would say I ship them, or I ship it. Number 9. Hellcat and She-Hulk. Okay, so I might be the lone shipper on this one. You all can let me know in the comments if I am. I've looked into it and I don't see a lot of stuff about it, but I love the idea of Hellcat and She-Hulk together in a relationship. In the comics, Trish Walker and Jen Walters are best friends, despite what the Netflix Jessica Jones series would have you believe. Hellcat and She-Hulk are always there for one another and always have a ton of fun together. I think they have great chemistry, and I've always wondered what it would be like if they ended up falling in love with one another. Maybe no one else sees it, maybe no one else wants it, but I do, and it's my list, so I guess y'all will just have to deal with it. Let me know if you see the potential that I see when these two are together in the comments. And friends, before we move on to this next spot, if you are loving this list and you want more shipping lists, be sure to let us know by giving this video a thumbs up. Number 8. Batman and Harley Quinn. For some reason, this is a ship that a lot of people seem to want. I know at least James Tynion IV seemed to lean into it when he was writing Batman. During Joker War, I felt like there were a lot of possibly flirty and romantic moments that went on between these two. Honestly though, it kinda makes sense. Harley, while not known for her love of the Bat, certainly is depicted as having a thing for Bruce Wayne, which is the true identity of Batman. Or is it the other way around? Either way, I feel like Harley and Batman are kind of a weird ship, unless we're talking White Knight universe of course, where the two definitely have some well-earned chemistry. Still, these two together would probably have a healthier relationship than Joker and Harley, so point for that, I suppose. Let me know if you ship Harlbats down below, and if you think Harlbats is a good ship name or not. I just made it up. Number 7. Deadpool and Green Lantern. Of course, what pairing could be better than Deadpool and Green Lantern? In the cinematic realm, that would mean that we get to see Ryan Reynolds date himself, and I personally am for that. I don't know if I want this ship in the form of some alternate reality one-shot or if I want it in the form of a short film, but I definitely want it. So Ryan Reynolds, if you're watching this, can you make that happen for us? Thank you. Also, a big thank you to Liam for the suggestion. Y'all probably don't know Liam, but he is one of the folks who currently does work at the studio off camera and is also a fellow nerd amongst our cast, crew, and production team. So thanks, Liam. This is a fun one. Number 6. Captain America and Captain Marvel. Okay, so this just might be me. This apparently is a list of characters that I want to hook up, but one ship that I have always been super hopeful for is Cap and Cap. I feel like Carol's fun, yet serious and disciplined nature would go well with Captain America's classic ideals and optimistic, stern, yet fair approach. Also, the two of them have pretty much always respected one another and fight and work well together. They also both have a military background. So obviously, it already feels like there is a good basis of chemistry there when it comes to a potential relationship happening between the two of them. I might be alone in this one, but it's still one that I personally want to see. And hey, the world is a big place. Maybe I'm not the only one dreaming of the Cap-Cap romance. Let me know in the comments if you are also curious about what these two would be like together as a couple. Number 5. Captain America and Iron Man. I mean, I knew I was going here as soon as I started to think up ideas for this list. Did you know we were going here? Cause yeah, we're going here. There is actually an alternate version of Captain America and Iron Man that did hook up, in a reality where Iron Man was born a woman instead of a man and was known as Natasha Stark. She and Cap ended up married to one another, which obviously resolves a lot of issues they otherwise would have had, preventing them from existing. Civil War? I'm looking at you. I think basically these two hooking up could help resolve some of the tension between them, if that's something that they were both into, of course. Or I guess if one of them was a lady, we already know how that would play out. They would just get married, so yeah. Number 4. Storm and Thor. This is a ship a lot of people have. I think there was a reality where these two did get together. All I remember from it is them wearing ugly Christmas sweaters and sending out a holiday greeting card with a picture of the two of them in said sweaters. Oh yeah, that was from one of the alternate realities featured in Marvel What Now, which is the reality where they get married. The Thorms are what they call themselves there as a ship, and they do have that holiday card. And we have seen a look at a design for what their daughter might look like as a character who is going to possibly appear in one of the Exile series. A potential character dreamed up by Saladin Ahmed and Javier Rodriguez, called Thunderstorm, although that wasn't the same reality as the other one in What Now, just to be clear. But we still have yet to see these two hook up in the main continuity, which is fair. I mean, I'm personally still hoping that one day Aurora and T'Challa might get back together when the time is right for both of them. Number 3. Batman and Wonder Woman. These two heroes come from two completely different worlds. One is just a man with a lot of skills, and the other is literally a demigod at this point. But that doesn't stop DC fans the world over from shipping these two together. I think the appeal here between these two is that they are so different. Wonder Woman is light, Batman is dark, Wonder Woman is god level, Batman is highly skilled, but still just a man. I think people like the contrast. And how does the saying go? Opposites attract? Maybe that could be the case for these two. Both in and outside of main continuity, these two have had many flirty moments to help keep the dream of them ending up together alive for us when it comes to our own headcanon and romance fantasies. Number 2. Winter Soldier and Captain America. Even if it'll probably never happen in the comics or the Marvel Cinematic Universe, there are still tons of fans when it comes to this ship. People are just real big fans of the idea of these two besties getting it on and taking their relationship to new heights. Winter Soldier and Captain America as a bromance turned romance is very much a ship that I think really comes from the cinematic universe, although I could definitely see some elements of it in the comics as well. I mean, seeing Sebastian Stan's and Chris Evans' heartwarming bromantic chemistry on screen myself, I get where these shippers are coming from. If you look for it, there are tons of fanfics featuring these two together, and the ship is so popular it even has been given the combination name of Stucky, Steve and Bucky put together. Stucky. Number 1. Catwoman and Black Cat. Two thieving ladies teaming up, stealing stuff, and falling in love. What could be better than that? In a magical crossover world, perhaps the same one where Ryan Reynolds' versions of Deadpool and Green Lantern meet, these two could potentially get together, and I know I could see them hitting it off. Both have been considered heroes, and both have been considered villains, and often both of them live sort of in the middle area between those two labels. Also, would they not be the hottest couple ever and just melt all of our brains? I'm pretty sure they would. Fun fact, both Selena and Felicia have been confirmed as bisexual too, I believe, in the comics. So yay, more bi babes, and also that just means that this definitely could happen. Also, how is it that we have like a world where Selena and Penguin get together and we don't yet have a world where Catwoman and Black Cat get together? What is that? We need Amalgam back so this can happen. What are some of your favorite superhero ships that you wish would happen? Who are your favorite superhero couples out there? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. This has been Top 10 Nerd, and I am your host Amanda McKnight, reminding you as always to stay nerdy, YouTube.